have my brand new 2023 Tesla Model S Plaid sitting here, and we're going to tell you all about it today. Now, the car was purchased back in April. It does have some modifications to it from stock, and we're going to show you that all today on the channel. You're checking out the front of my 2023 Tesla Model S Plaid, looking so fresh out here in the middle of the parking lot. And I wanted to take some time today to show you guys the front of the car, some of what has been done to it, and some of the unique features of the car. And of course, the first thing you can see here on the car is that the car is wrapped, completely wrapped in a satin. Taking a look at the front also of the 2023 Tesla Model S Plaid, there are a few other modifications here. You can see right here that we have the carbon fiber front V right underneath the modified black Tesla logo right here, and then down below that we have the carbon fiber splitter down here, and that thing is called an apron, and it literally just sits right on top of the regular bumper and gives the car an enhanced look as well, a more sporty look, and it does match the carbon fiber rear wing that we will show you guys, carbon fiber rear spoiler we'll show you guys here shortly. That is the extent of the modifications on the front of the 2023 Tesla Model S Plaid. Now let's take a look at the side of the car. This is my 2023 Tesla Model S Plaid. I'm happy to have you guys here on the channel checking it out. And taking a look at the side of the vehicle, the first thing you will notice probably right away, if you're familiar with Teslas, is that I do have aftermarket wheels and tires, immediately, and use it and get whatever I want. I did end up ordering the BC forged HB04s in matte black, and there you can see how they look. And I did order the hardware also exposed for the three-piece wheel, and the bolts are actually matte black as well. And apologies, I'm in a flight path right now, but that's just what happens. Now keep on looking at the side of the Model S Plaid. You'll see some other cool features. I do have the hardware 4 version of the model. We do have some carbon fiber camera covers, which I think add a nice accent to the side of the car here. And then moving down the car a little bit further, and you can see it just opened by Bluetooth, we do have the carbon fiber mirrors as well, looking really good, and they do also match the carbon fiber camera covers here, and also the S handles, and they look awesome. And back here you can see the 295/35 ZR21 Pilot Sport 4S's with the HB04 BC forged wheels. And that's going to round out the side of the Model S Plaid. Let's take a look at the back now. All right, here's a good look at the back of my 2023 Model S Plaid. You can see the taillights looking removed, the Tesla logo here completely when we did wrap the car, and also in the front we also removed the front license plate. Taking a look at the inside of my 2023 Model S Plaid, and I did wait specifically for the exact color combination that I wanted. I wanted black Model S. They have the screen over here on the left that shows you a bunch of information like navigation, your charge rate, the time and things like that, and maybe like your radio station and things like that you're listening to. And then over here we do have the yoke. I did not have a choice on the yoke. I did not order this car custom made, so the yoke was actually already in the car. Vegan kind of safe leather. And then looking to the center here in the middle of the dash, they do have 2 chargers for wireless phones. So if you stick your phone right there, and it did start charging. So they have 2 of those right here available for you. And then moving into the center here, we have a pocket right here that does have just enough area for a few pairs of glasses. And then moving forward, there's another pocket that I actually just found out about. I did not know in here, and we do have a cup holder if you let that slide forward. Moving up to the center of the dash here, I'm sure you guys are all familiar with the Tesla display. And if we go to the home screen here and we go to the actual vehicle down here and the software, you can see this is a Model S Plaid with 903 miles on it for supercar street racing. Does have the VIN. You hit the control button. You have the ability here to play with the mirrors, the steering, the wiper, the window locks, fold your mirrors, the display, the child lock. And then at the top of the screen here, you can see LTE. You can move the display towards you or away from you, how the pedal reacts to your foot. And you can see here we have chill, sport, or plaid. And then of course, if you want to do drag strip mode, you can check that out in my other video when I did that for the first time. That is your drag strip mode, which puts the car in cheetah stance and then allows you to launch with the most possible power. For the front and rear traction and things like traction control and regen are available in your track mode. And then of course, it says apply your brakes when regenerative braking is limited. So that basically is telling you if you're not able to regen, it will help you by putting the brakes on. This auto shift out of park is basically, it's a beta thing where the car knows if you want to go forward or backwards automatically. I do not handling. I just keep mine on sport. I really like the way that feels. It says here if you want to use comfort dampening and autopilot, you turn this switch on when you have autopilot on, and then it sets your default ride height to low. But if you press this, it says when enabled, the default ride height will adjust to low mode in most driving scenarios. Percentage that you want the car to charge up to, and this car is set to charge no higher than 90% is what they recommend, and they recommend 80% if you're going to be driving the car every day, which I do not. This is where you actually adjust with your current that you want the car to charge in. So if I stick it in a 50 amp, it'll charge at 48 amps maximum. And then go aware cruise control or auto steer beta by doing that. And then you have to answer yes. And then this is your following distance. And this is how you get into auto steer, and there it comes on sooner or later. Here's your lane departure warning, and this can set to assist, so it will actually help you steer. And then here's all your other options: emergency lane avoidance departure, automatic emergency braking, obstacle aware acceleration, traffic aware cruise control chime. You can walk away and the door will lock, which I love that, and you can tell it not to do that at your house. And then there's a few other options related to unlocking it when you park, and some other little options here for unlocking it with your phone. Now I do have the and close. Taking a look at the lights, you can turn the front and rear fog lights on, the dome lights off, on or on auto, the ambient lights inside of the cabin here, and the auto turn signal, time and distance and temperature. And this shows your last trips here and how much your watts per mile was. And of course, this is for your navigation. This is where we took a look at already. It shows your software versions and what you purchased as far as software. And with upgrades here, you can actually purchase upgrades on the car. You can get full self-driving. You can subscribe to full self-driving. These are your cameras. So when we hit the camera button, we see all the cameras. This is where you can actually choose other things that aren't in the bottom menu, things like the toy box and the arcade, Bluetooth settings, Sirius XM, tune-in, Zoom calls, things like that. And you can also add them to the shortcuts at the bottom. These bottom ones are all shortcuts. TI is tune-in radio, but just beware when you do tune-in radio on this car, they put their own commercials in related to you having a Tesla. So they know that you're tuned in a Tesla, and they put commercials in them. And that is a look at the bottom of the actual screen. We are now in the back of my 2023 Model S Plaid, and I'm telling you, the back seat of this car is absolutely awesome. They redesigned the back now with a screen for the rear passengers, and the rear passengers now have control over their own climate control, and they are able to actually watch video. And of course, here comes a plane. I'm literally in the flight path. My God, ridiculous. Jet. So also in the back of my 2023 Model S Plaid, there are two USB-C ports here, and I did confirm, very comfortable. I'm in the back and I'm not very tall, and I have the front seat all the way forward, but I can still sit comfortably back here, and I think they're some of the most comfortable seats I've sat in a car. We are back in the back of the 2023 Model S Plaid to give you a closer look at the climate control and the controls for the entertainment system in the back. And you can see right here, we have controls for our climate control right here where we can adjust the back seat temperature. And that is the little fan control here. There is the Supercar Street Racing channel right here, looking so cool. So yeah, the backseat drivers or backseat riders, passengers can actually watch YouTube and some other things while they are in the back seat. The front seat cannot do that, but the back seat has a choice of Netflix, Disney Plus, Twitch, Hulu, YouTube, or you can look at the Tesla tutorials. And then if you go back here, we can power this off and on our fan in the back and adjust the temperature. We are here in the Tesla Model. And when you play beach buggy racing, you use the actual controls for the car. So you use the steering wheel and the foot pedal, and it is loading right now. And I am trying to figure out why there's no sound. But the sound isn't what's important right now. It is important that you see that this plays with the stock factory. All right, we are back in front of the Model S Plaid screen here, and you can see that we are in the arcade. And if we hit launch Steam beta here, it will take a couple of minutes to launch. There it goes. So it is starting up right now. And this is actually real time of how long it takes to launch Steam, car, and play them with Steam. So I just wanted you guys to check that out real quick, what that looks like. This is a look at the front in the Model S Plaid, and I purposefully left everything in here so you guys could get a good idea of the space that this thing has. And you can see I have a large Walmart box in here I have to go return. I have my camera equipment here and some shopping, and my charger right here is right underneath these clothes. And I do have the Tesla wall connector there, the Tesla Model S Plaid. And we hope you guys will like and subscribe to the channel and stay tuned.
As a child was. Even if it takes forever.
Florida life, man, you got the best views in the world. Look at that, guys. Hell yeah, brother. Today, Lumery has been so kind. They sent us these Lumery smart deck lights and this Lumery Zigbee and BLE mesh mini hub. Right in front of me, we have the Lumery Smart Deck Light along with the box. We do have one instruction manual here, and then we have the actual deck light sitting so fresh inside of the box. And taking them out, they do. So I am not sure why they sent this, but I am going to go ahead and start the process out. Okay guys, we are out here at the dock, and I did turn on the dock lights here, and you can see, and of course the alligators are watching. Some of these I might have to extend a little bit. This one will be close, depending on where the wire goes. And we have a visitor, but we do have a place to tie in. We have 2 visitors right here checking us out. We have 6 total here. The bulkhead is a little angled right here, but we can tie in